Welcome, dear Taurus. July 21st arrives with calm, grounding energy that encourages patience, confidence, and steady progress. As one of the most dependable signs of the zodiac, you've never been interested in shortcuts. You understand that the strongest foundations are built slowly, one careful step at a time. Today, the universe begins rewarding that mindset. Over the past several weeks, life may have tested your patience. Perhaps projects moved slower than expected. Perhaps someone disappointed you. Or perhaps you've simply been carrying more responsibility than usual while wondering if anyone truly noticed your efforts. Today begins answering those questions. The universe has been working behind the scenes. Doors that once seemed firmly closed are slowly beginning to open. Not through luck, but because you've continued moving forward even when progress felt invisible. That quiet determination has always been your greatest strength. Today also reminds you that stability doesn't mean avoiding change. Sometimes change becomes the very thing that creates lasting security. Instead of resisting new opportunities, ask yourself, what if this change is exactly what I've been waiting for? Throughout the day, meaningful conversations may completely shift your perspective. Someone may offer valuable advice. A family member could share encouraging news. A business opportunity may unexpectedly appear. Stay open. Not every blessing arrives wearing the appearance you expected. Emotionally, you begin feeling lighter. Old concerns lose their intensity. Your confidence quietly returns. And by the end of today, you'll likely realize something important. The future no longer feels uncertain. It begins feeling exciting. Professionally, July 21st becomes a day that rewards consistency, patience, and practical thinking. Taurus, you've never believed in rushing success. You've always preferred building something solid rather than chasing quick results. And today the universe begins rewarding exactly that attitude. You may notice that people begin treating your opinions with greater respect. Managers, business partners, coworkers, or even clients may actively seek your advice because they recognize your reliability. If you've been hoping for a promotion, salary increase, or additional responsibilities, today's energy strongly suggests that your efforts are finally becoming visible. Don't underestimate yourself. Sometimes you've become so accustomed to working hard that you forget how valuable your experience truly is. Today reminds you that your knowledge carries real value. If you're searching for employment, remain optimistic. An unexpected email, a recommendation, or even someone you've spoken with months ago may suddenly reopen an opportunity you believed had disappeared. Business owners receive especially favorable energy today. Long-term planning, real estate, agriculture, food-related businesses, luxury products, construction, financial investments, and family businesses all receive supportive cosmic energy. Rather than trying to grow too quickly, continue improving quality. Quality builds trust. Trust builds lasting success. Today's workplace also encourages diplomacy. Not every disagreement requires a response. Sometimes remaining calm demonstrates greater strength than trying to prove you're right. Financially, encouraging developments continue appearing. Perhaps delayed income finally arrives. Perhaps a new client appears. Perhaps an investment begins showing positive signs. Or perhaps you simply discover smarter ways to manage your money. Although financial improvement surrounds you today, continue thinking long-term. Avoid emotional purchases. Instead, ask yourself, will this decision improve my future? That simple question keeps your financial foundation strong. Some Taurus natives may also discover exciting opportunities through property investments, home businesses, creative hobbies, or skills they've underestimated for years. Never underestimate your talents. The things you enjoy naturally may eventually become important income sources. Love becomes beautifully peaceful today, dear Taurus. Unlike signs that chase constant excitement, you've always valued something deeper. trust, loyalty, consistency, emotional security. Today reminds you that real love grows through these quiet moments rather than dramatic gestures. If you're already in a relationship, your connection begins feeling stronger. Honest conversations become easier. Small misunderstandings begin disappearing. Instead of focusing on past disappointments, both of you naturally begin talking about the future. This becomes an excellent day for making plans together. Perhaps discussing travel, moving, family, or simply creating new shared memories. Your partner may quietly need reassurance today. Not expensive gifts, not grand promises, just your attention. Your presence alone may become the greatest expression of love. Single Taurus natives receive especially encouraging energy. Someone may unexpectedly enter your life through work, family, friends, education, or an ordinary daily routine. At first glance, this person may not seem dramatically exciting, but something feels different, comfortable, safe, natural. Don't overlook connections simply because they develop slowly. The strongest relationships often begin quietly. The universe also encourages healing. If you've continued carrying emotional pain from previous relationships, today offers an opportunity to finally release those burdens. The people who couldn't appreciate your loyalty were never your destination. They were simply lessons. Family relationships also improve. Meaningful conversations with parents, siblings, or relatives may strengthen important bonds. Today reminds you that emotional wealth often becomes more valuable than financial success. When your heart feels supported, everything else becomes easier. Today reminds you that true strength isn't only measured by how much work you can accomplish. It's also measured by how well you care for yourself. Recently, Taurus, you've been carrying many responsibilities. Some belong to your career, some belong to your family, and some are emotional burdens you've quietly accepted without realizing how heavy they've become. Your body has been trying to tell you something. Slow down. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. Today becomes an excellent day to improve your daily routine. Better sleep, healthier meals, more water, fresh air. And even 30 minutes of physical activity could dramatically improve both your mood and energy. Nature also becomes especially healing today. A peaceful walk through a park, time spent near water, gardening, or simply sitting outside while enjoying fresh air may restore emotional balance you've been missing. Stress has accumulated gradually. Today encourages you to release it. Mentally, avoid overthinking situations that are completely outside your control. Not every question requires an immediate answer. Sometimes life reveals solutions naturally when you stop forcing them. Your emotional health deserves equal attention. You have a habit of pretending everything is fine while quietly carrying your worries alone. Today asks you to trust someone. Share your thoughts. Allow people who love you to support you. You don't always have to be the strong one. Healing becomes easier when it's shared. Spiritually, July 21st encourages deep reflection. You've reached a point where your priorities are changing. Things that once seemed extremely important no longer carry the same emotional weight. Instead, peace becomes more valuable. Authenticity becomes more important. You begin asking yourself meaningful questions. What truly makes me happy? What kind of future do I actually want? Am I building the life that reflects my values? These questions don't appear by accident. The universe is preparing you for an entirely new chapter. Your intuition also becomes stronger today. Pay attention to recurring dreams, unexpected coincidences, songs that seem strangely meaningful, or conversations that appear at exactly the right moment. The universe often whispers before it speaks loudly. Another important lesson today involves letting go. Not every opportunity deserves your attention. Not every relationship deserves your energy. Not every battle deserves your participation. Choosing peace isn't giving up. is choosing wisdom. Today also encourages gratitude. Take a few quiet moments before bedtime. Think about how much you've already overcome. The challenges that once felt impossible are now simply memories. That realization alone proves how strong you've become. Dear Taurus, as July 21st comes to an end, remember that you've already accomplished far more than you usually allow yourself to recognize. You often focus on the next goal, the next responsibility, the next challenge, instead of appreciating how far you've already traveled. Today, the universe asks you to pause. Take a deep breath. Look back. See your progress. Every difficult season has made you wiser. Every disappointment has made you stronger. Every delay has been preparing you for opportunities that require exactly the person you've become. Professionally, your future continues growing stronger. Financially, stability follows every wise decision you make. Emotionally, you're learning that protecting your own peace is one of the greatest forms of success. Continue trusting yourself. Continue believing in your dreams. Continue moving forward at your own pace. You have never needed to race anyone else. Your journey has always belonged only to you. Walk into tomorrow with confidence. Smile more often. Spend time with people who appreciate your heart. Never underestimate your quiet strength. Dear Taurus, the universe has been working behind the scenes for much longer than you realize. The rewards you've patiently waited for are beginning to appear. Stay grounded. Stay hopeful. Stay true to yourself. Because your brightest chapter is no longer far away. It's already beginning, and the very best is still yet to come.